It's a wonderful internet. It was holiday time, and George sat in his den, playing his online games with all his online friends. Suddenly he got shot by some chump called Range Rover, and his character died. That was it, man. Game over. He roared out in dismay. That's not right, it's not fair. I'm the best at this game, no one else can compare. Then he cried with a frown and a voice full of scorn, I wish the internet had never been born.
Captain, we're losing power on the warp engines.
Rabbit season.
Duck season.
Rabbit season.
Duck season.
Rabbit season.
Rabbit season.
Duck season.
Wait a minute, you're a robot.
Kill. The beverage in my head. Tasty it is.
His spine felt a chill, and he heard a strange sound. Then everything started to change all around. His DSL modem vanished in a puff, and he noticed a difference in all of his stuff. As he looked all around him, his happiness grew. There's just one explanation. My wish has come true. The internet's gone, thanks to angels above. Now I can get back to the things that I love. I'll chill with my buddies. He picked up the phone, but when he looked for their numbers, he found he had none. So he called for his girlfriend, so they could hang out. But she had disappeared, so he started to shout. Then he heard a strange voice whispering in his ear. Without email, you've lost track of your friends, I fear. And your girlfriend won't show up, however you whine. Don't forget, you first met in a chat room, online. Who needs friends? I'll just listen to my MP3s. But his iPod turned into Phil Collins CDs. George recalled that before online music began, he'd been a Bon Jovi and Phil Collins fan. What is this? I don't listen to this kind of noise. Oh, who cares? I've got cool movies, novels, and toys. The voice said they're all gone. Or do you forget? You purchased all of that great stuff on the net.
I pity the fool that don't water me 3 times a day. Put me in some sunlight, fool. I'll punch your face in.
Morpheus-like. Those glasses totally stay on your nose.
Daniel-san, sweep the leg, and then sweep the floor. It's filthy in here.
Ooh, I got a bad haircut. There's a girl who has got a fine round behind, boo boo booty-o.
George was shaken, but stayed as calm as he was able. I don't care about that stuff, 'cause I've still got cable. But just then, his power went off with a blink, and the water would no longer pour from his sink. The landlord knocked twice. Then the front door was kicked in. "Get out of here, George," the man yelled. "You're evicted." George cursed as he was pushed into the night's chills. Drat, I used online banking to pay all my bills.
Boy, I shouldn't have had all that beef brisket wrapped in pastrami.
A large, noisy crowd stood in front of a store that George hadn't seen there on his street before. He ran through them all in a staggering jog. I wish I could bitch about this in my blog. I will jump to my death. This new world I detest. But how will I find a bridge without MapQuest? And how will I go there? I'll never get far. It was through online research that I bought my car.
All you need is
why do
3
they call
C
it
batteries, and you don't need to put them in my hands yourself. You know, you just need batteries.
More
I
like
would
bias
waste my time on
friction,
these
if you know what I
different
mean.
items and applications
And when I think about
appliances.
fantasy,
It's like
it's more like
you know those little square
Thousand
batteries? What are the square batteries called?
and,
Those are D batteries.
dwarf
That's all I need is just one of those
and
D batteries.
I call it like elf
Quite
pleasure
a
because
really
it's a play on words.
Do you see Schindler's List?
Goodness gracious.
No, I have not.
George stood on the rail of the bridge he had found, after 8 freezing days of just wandering around. As he started to jump, the strange voice cried out, "No! Look! The world's changing back, and it's starting to snow." "Thanks, Angel," George yelled. "Things are back like before." "I'm no angel," the voice said. "My name is Al Gore. I invented the internet so you and me could do things that we love a bit more easily."
I'm no angel. My name's Al Gore. I invented the internet so you and me could do things we love a bit more easily.
George ran to his home just as fast as he could, and he saw that everything looked just as it should. His friends gathered round, so did his girlfriend Eve. Even Al Gore was there, so George asked him to leave. They played holiday music and had a good time. Then they ordered some pizzas. They did it online. The doorbell rang, and George said, "When you hear a bell, a baby website gets its own URL."
I'm made out of clay, fool. I'm made out of clay, fool. I'm made out of clay, fool. I'm made out of clay, fool.
Hey guys, this is a great party. All right, man. Hey, I want you on karaoke.
I'll do some karaoke online.
Man, I'll be touring a bunch of
Totally not legal.
I don't care. Oh man, you even
George, you are great, buddy.
Hey, welcome back, man. We missed you.
It's like I didn't exist.
I pity the fool that don't water me 3 times a day. Put me in some sunlight, fool. I'll punch your face in. Hey kids, you know what's fun? Grass seed. I pity the fool that don't water me 3 times a day. Put me in some sunlight, fool. I'll punch your face in. I'm made out of clay, fool. I pity the fool that don't water me 3 times a day. Put me in some sunlight, fool. I'll punch your face in.
Once more, the internet brought people together. For the things that they loved, life was easier and better. So our moral is one you should never forget. For all it does, it's a wonderful internet. Happy holidays from New Run and Farm Interactive.